Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Taryn, Potasky, and I work for Intuit Canada as a social media specialist.
Amazing. As homework for this podcast, I asked you to send in a video, and I sent you a video that we're going to look at, talk about why it works, why it doesn't work, and what we liked. Is that okay? Can we do that now?
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right, so this is from, well, I'm not going to give any introduction other than let's watch it, okay?
Hi, my friend. How are you?
Can I get a chicken shawarma,
I will give you something better.
What?
Don't worry about it. Come to the back. You ask for shawarma, I make the bread fresh. Oh! Come look at the bubbles. So now I flip a hoop. Now we pop the bubbles. I love popping the bubbles. You want regular garlic or spicy garlic?
I would like the regular garlic.
Throw some hair on your shit. Spicy garlic. You like fresh fries?
You mean french fries?
Fresh fries. Shout out the Belgian. Shout out the Belgian. Now I put on the lettuce. Sumac onion. Eat your vegetables, my friend. You like the pickles? Some fresh basmati rice. You want chicken or beef?
Chicken.
Take a piece of beef. Abbas, we need loads of beef. We need more beef. Now I add on the shawarma. Some tahini sauce. And remember, my friends, if it's not tight, then you have it, my friends. Mexican shawarma burrito. Get this today at shelbys.ca. And of course, my friends, you can't forget the pistachio cake.
Okay. What are your first impressions?
It's a chaotic video.
It is.
Is what I think. But I think it's engaging because of that.
Yeah.
So I think it works.
It's funny. I chose this one because my kids, maybe a year ago, were obsessed with this guy.
Okay.
And then they saw a Shelby's, and then we had to go there. So it worked. It wasn't targeted towards me. It was targeted towards like the kid in the video.
Right.
And then they wanted to hear the people making the shawarma say all those things. And they did. And so it went from online to the intended audience to actually getting me to buy $20 shawarmas.
So it worked.
It did work. It did work. And it's fun.
Yeah. And I saw when you sent this to me, I was looking at the comments and somebody said, my kid really wants to come meet you.
Yeah. And there's lots of Shelby's.
Right.
And it seemed to come out of nowhere. I don't think it did. But then every time we pass a Shelby's, the kids say these catchphrases.
That's funny.
So it like, I don't know who did this, but I think it's really good. It got me to Shelby's as a repeat customer. And I like that as actually fun and funny.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think humor works really well for company reels.
Yeah. And I don't know if this guy is actually like Shelby or like a guy.
Right. But he's become like a mascot for them, basically. Yeah, I did. I walked by a Shelby's last night and this was running through my head.
See, it works.
Yeah.
In that case, it works.
No, it does. It works.
Okay. What I also like about it and why I think it works is that it shows the kids actually having fun at the restaurant and it's straight from the beginning, right? Where there's this interaction between what's happening at the restaurant, what happens in real life. And that is actually what happens when you go to a Shelby's, or at least the kids thought it was, and it actually is. So I think it really works. And it starts straight from the get-go, right? The guy basically yelling at the kid in a funny tone is a pretty good hook.
It's a lot of yelling. It's a lot of movement, too. And I think the movement really helps keep you engaged as well because you're like, what is going to happen next? Where are they going to go next? What am I going to see next?
I also like, and this is not always the case in like a fast casual restaurant, you can actually see what you see in the video is what you see in real life. And other than going in, you never see them make the make the bread, make the food. Yeah. It's very sort of behind the scenes, like an open kitchen, but online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very behind the scenes.
The thing I like more than anything is the founder-led content component of it. At least I think it's founder-led.
Yeah. And I think showing people who work where you're going is also a big part of what makes it work. And you get to, like, it's always good to see the faces behind the company.
Yeah. You would say that as an employer brand person.
I would, yeah. It's my whole thing.
It is your whole thing, but it works in your real life.
Yeah.
And it works here as well.
Exactly.
And I think it is, whether you're talking about Intuit Canada or whether you're talking about Shelby's on Bloor, which is the one we go to.
Yeah.
Like, I think it actually, it does, this is a forum that allows people who work there to have reach beyond sort of the four walls that they work in. Right.
Yeah. It makes a spectacle out of it.
Yeah. In this case, it makes a spectacle.
Yeah.
In other it's like details about how they work.
Yeah.
But in this case, I think it sort of brings the inside out into the sort of marrying the online and real world.
Exactly.
Now we're going to switch it up.
Okay.
We're going to look at your video. Interesting that we see some similarities. Okay, here we go.
All right, so if you accidentally fall out of an airplane, it seems like a no-brainer to aim for water, but that's actually one of your worst possible options. You see, water doesn't compress. And if you're falling at over 200 miles an hour, it's basically the same as heating concrete. Now, your best bet is to find another landing spot if at all possible. Like Grecian Family Restaurant and Bakery, for example. You can dive into their amazing salad bar, taste incredible meals, and experience flavors just like you're at home. Eat, relax, and enjoy. And make sure Grecian is your next landing spot.
I quite like it.
I know, it's funny.
Where did you find it?
So this I only saw because one of my friends sent me the TikTok, which says a lot about the TikTok because it's some random restaurant and I think it's in Tennessee.
I think so too.
Yeah, and it's made its way here because my friend, I guess, thought it was funny and wanted to share it. And then it hooked me because I was like, why is she sending me a video of what to do if you fall out of a plane and when does that ever happen?
Yeah.
Like, is this really something I need to know?
Right.
How to handle?
Yeah, it seems like a survival tip when you first get there.
Yeah.
And it is a very good visual hook.
Yes.
And it actually looks like a news clip, which is also interesting. And then it lends itself again to the sort of founder-led content.
Yeah.
Two things that I also quite like is that it's clearly shot on to say that it's shot on a budget would give it probably too much emphasis. Like it's shot like on a camera. The guy is wearing, I think his shirt says, "I'm a good landlord" or "a good landlord." Did you notice that?
I did not notice that.
So like he didn't put a lot of thought into
right.
to what he was wearing, but it's like made with some stock imagery, video. It's someone direct to camera shot on a phone.
Yeah.
And it's had millions and millions of views.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It has like, what, 24 million views or something?
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're ever in Spring Hill, Tennessee.
I'm going to think about Grecian Family Restaurant.
And Bakery.
And Bakery.
So again, we're talking about a restaurant.
Yeah.
We're talking about founder-led content. I think it's so different than the first one.
Yeah.
I think this one has a really good hook that got everybody sort of circulating around the internet. But it also then tells a very story about a small restaurant in Tennessee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also, again, it's shot, if it's not shot on a phone, I'd be shocked. It's edited very slightly. But again, it does the trick because it brings you inside the restaurant. There's a great hook.
Yeah.
Founder-led content.
It's very social first.
It's very social first.
Yeah.
I wonder if they thought it was going to have the reach that it did.
I don't think they would have expected 24 million.
No. There's almost 7,000 comments.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, so Grecian Family Restaurant and Bakery, TikTok, thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. So the hook is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it really gets you engaged.
Yeah.
The problem is if you're ever looking for a restaurant in Tennessee.
Exactly.
But also, it goes a little bit deeper. They actually show the food. They show why. I think if you are a family looking either for a destination to go eat.
Yeah.
A salad bar for a family that has all that stuff is actually a quite good idea.
Yeah.
Then the call to action at the end. Any call to action that involves delicious pies, I'm kind of in for.
Yeah. And it ties in perfectly with the start, too.
Yeah, it ties it in a nice bow because he says at the end, oh, if you're ever looking for, what does he say?
Make sure Grecian is your next landing spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be my next landing spot.
Yeah, if I'm ever in, where is it?
Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Yeah, then I have to go.
We need pie. But I will say, even this is it was 42 seconds. Started with a really compelling hook.
Yeah.
Did all the things a great video should do, and then the call to action tied it back to the hook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A+, Grecian.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Now we've come to the super fun part of this. We have a brief that I have not seen.
Okay.
That Alex wrote for us.
Okay.
Our executive producer on this project. And we're going to read the brief.
Okay.
And then we're going to shoot a video.
Okay.
The video's already running, so we're going to shoot it a little bit different format. Look, this is your brief.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You want to open it and read it?
I'll open it.
The big reveal. It's like the Emmys.
I know.
I had the envelopes in my house.
Okay. I'm reading it out loud.
Yeah, sure.
Video brief. Why your party deserves a Taryn brand. Taryn, mobile bartending service for homes and private venues. Goal, differentiate from competitors and from the no bartender option by showing how Bar Taryn transforms a party into a polished, memorable experience. Tone, stylish, playful, elevated with a hint of FOMO. Length, 30 to 45 seconds. Structure, hook, 0 to 5 seconds. Split screen. One side shows a frazzled host pouring drinks from from mismatched bottles. The other side shows Bar Taryn's sleek bar setup with cocktails being shaken. On-screen text, 2 parties. Which one do you want to be at? The problem, 5 to 12 seconds. Quick montage, host running back and forth between kitchen and guests. Someone spilling wine on the carpet, half-finished cocktails. Voiceover, without a bartender, your party feels more stressful than fun. 3, the solution, 12 to 25 seconds. Bar Taryn team setting up a chic portable bar, shaking cocktails, handing out drinks with a smile. Happy guests laughing, clinking glasses, and dancing. Voiceover, Bar Taryn brings the bar to you. Cocktail service, and a vibe your guests will remember. On-screen text, professional, personal, perfect pour.
Oh, it's actually it's a good.
I know.
It's a good tagline. I like this brief. Keep going.
4, the differentiation, 25 to 35 seconds. Anyone can pour a drink. We create experiences. Bar Taryn makes your home feel like the hottest spot in the city. Show a close-up of signature cocktails, branded bar setup, polished glassware. 5, call to action, 35 to 45 seconds. Wide shot of guests raising a toast at home. On-screen text, book Bar Taryn for your next party. Voiceover, don't just host a party, host the party. Visual/style notes. Editing, quick cuts, high contrast between DIY chaos versus Bar Taryn elegance. Music, upbeat, chic lounge, electro track. Color palette, warm golden tones for luxury and fun. Captions emphasize keywords like stressful versus memorable. That's
I like the
brief.
contrast.
Yeah.
Can I see?
Yeah, there you go.
I like it. Actually, it's not a bad business idea.
Should I do it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. So looking at this brief,
Yeah.
to me, to tie it back to what we just watched, like this is more like Grecian than it is like Shelby's.
Right.
Yeah, because this is going to be, at least the way you read the brief to me and I read it now, we could use sort of from the reframe perspective, if we were doing this, we would use really good B-roll cut together from like Storyblocks or some other source and do a lot of voiceover.
Right.
Because, and maybe come on at the end to, direct to camera sort of founder to like for the solution or call to action.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also these imagery is easy to find online.
Right.
And the quick cuts, it reminds me of the guy falling from the plane. Grecian.
Yeah. And it's more, it sounds like it'll be more of a smooth sail rather than Shelby's, which was so much chaos.
There's so much chaos. Yeah. Because the idea is, or if that was the case, we would transition from chaos to calm, right? Because even somewhere
there is that contrast in there.
Here it said, emphasize keywords like stressful versus memorable.
Right.
Yeah. I like it. This actually, I am planning a party, and if I saw this, I would think that Bar Taryn would solve a lot of my problems.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like it's a useful service.
I used to work for a company that did something like this, and it was outside of Boston. It was called Bartenders in the Burbs, and we did parties to make them less stressful for people. We did not have social media at the time or advertising. Right. It was in the yellow pages. That's how old I am, and that's how people found us. Taryn, first, thank you so much for being here and putting together a great video with us that we'll show the folks afterwards. We certainly enjoy working with you. Where can we find your work and Intuit Canada?
You can find my work at Intuit Canada on Instagram, as well as at Intuit Life on Instagram as well.
It's a good follow.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun.
It's a fun one.
It seems like a very good place to work, at least what I see on socials.
Yes. No, it is. Yeah. It is. It's
and
fun.
You're at the Well.
We are.
Yeah, that's nice. We appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for being here, and we look forward to more good work.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.